Hello po everyone! Naranasan nyo na bang nakapunta sa ospital or may kamag-anak na ba kayong na-hospital or kayo mismo yung na-hospital? Alam ba ninyo na meron din kayong mga karapatan? Ngayon, pag-uusapan natin ang karapatan nyo bilang isang pasyente at yung responsibilidad ninyo. Ito ay nakuha ko sa Magna Carta of Patients' Right in the Philippines. Ito yung updated kasi noon 10, ngayon ginawa ng 13. Number 1 na karapatan mo bilang isang pasyente is right to appropriate care and humane treatment. Meaning, dapat pantay-pantay ang matatanggap na treatment based sa standard ng isang hospital. Kung ano yung standard nila na binibigay sa isang pasyente, dapat pare-parehas na maibibigay yon regardless of race, sex, gender, color, religion, age, marital status, sexual orientation, disability or state or condition. Meaning, walang discrimination. Lahat pantay-pantay, walang mahirap, walang mayaman. Lahat tayo ay tatanggap ng standard na treatment. Number 2 is right to informed consent. For example, mag-undergo ka ng surgery. Dapat may waiver kang masasaynan na payag ka doon sa treatment na gagawin nila. Dapat naintindihan mo yun, tapos ikaw mismo yung pumirma. Halimbawa, ikaw ay underage, dapat yung parents mo yung magsasign para sa'yo na sila ay pumapayag na may gagawin sa'yo. Halimbawa, for example, diabetic patient ka, kailangan tatanggalin yung paa mo. Kumbaga, puputulin yung paa mo. Bago nila gagawin yun, dapat pumayag ka na may pumirma ka doon. Kung hindi ka pipirma doon, hindi ka nila pipilitin na gagawin yun. Yun yung right to informed consent na in-explain nila, naintindihan mo yung procedure na gagawin nila bago ka magpirma. Number 3 is right to privacy and confidentiality. First, yung privacy. Halimbawa, yung sakit mo, hindi pwedeng ipagkalat yun. Na naka-private lang yun, tapos naka-disclose lang yun. Yung confidentiality, yung karapatan mo bilang isang pasyente, yung nag-aalaga sa'yo or yung health practitioner, hindi niya pwedeng ipagkalat yung sakit mo or any information about you. Yun yung confidentiality. Number 4, na karapatan mo bilang isang pasyente ay right to information. Meaning, karapatan mong malaman kung ano yung mga services na available sa isang hospital, tapos yung charges nila, kung magkano yung i-charge sa'yo. Yung impormasyon is madaling makita, available. Halimbawa din na bibigyan ka ng gamot, dapat sabihin sa'yo kung ano yung magandang epekto at yung hindi magandang epekto. Kasi, yung mga gamot na yon, meron at meron din yung side effect. Kabilang din yung kung ano yung talagang sitwasyon ng sakit mo. Kung malala ba or hindi. Dapat, karapatan mo ding malaman kung ano yung sitwasyon ng sakit mo. Dapat maiintindihan mo yon kung ano talaga yung status ng sakit mo. Halimbawa din, kung uuwi ka na, dapat i-explain din sa'yo, karapatan mong malaman kung ano yung gagawin mo sa bahay, kung kailan yung follow-up check-up mo. Ganun yung halimbawa ng right to information. Lahat karapatan mong malaman. Number 5 na karapatan mo bilang isang pasyente is right to choose healthcare provider and facility. Meaning, karapatan mong mamili kung sino sa mga doktor or sa mga nurses yung mag-aalaga sa'yo. Pero ito ay applicable sa private. Kung sa private ka nagpa-hospital, karapatan mo yon kung kaya naman ng budget mo. Pero pag nasa public ka na hospital, hindi pwedeng ikaw ang mamimili kasi nasa public ka. Tapos, karapatan mo din na kukuha ng second opinion kung hindi ka satisfied dun sa result. Number 6, na karapatan mo bilang isang pasyente is right to self-determination. Meaning, karapatan mong i-accept or i-refuse yung halimbawa yung medication. Karapatan mo yon na i-accept or hindi. Nasa inyo yan na yon. Tapos, lahat ng treatment, nasa iyo yung decision. Halimbawa, kung nag-refuse ka, dapat naintindihan mo na yung consequence. Pero, ikaw, sa huli, ikaw din yung masusunod kung itutuloy ba yung treatment sa'yo o hindi. Number 7, na karapatan mo bilang isang pasyente is the right to religious belief. Meaning, karapatan mong mag-refuse ng any treatment or procedure which may contrary to your religious belief. So, kung may gagawin sa'yo na hindi naaayon dun sa paniniwala nyo, kailangan nilang igalang yun. Kailangan i-respect yun. Pero pag under 18 ka, yung parents mo mismo yung magde-decide kung itutuloy yung procedure or hindi. Number 8, na karapatan ng isang pasyente is right to medical records, meaning the patient is entitled to a summary of his medical history and condition. He has the right to view the contents of his medical records, except psychiatric notes and other incriminatory information obtained about third parties with the attending physician, explaining contents thereof. At his expense and upon discharge of the patient, he may obtain from the healthcare institution a reproduction of the same record whether or not he has fully settled his financial obligation with the physician or institution concerned. For example, kukuha ka ng medical records mo. Karapatan mo yun na makuha. Number 9, na karapatan ng isang pasyente is right to live. Karapatan mo, for example, ayaw mo na yung treatment. May karapatan kang umalis, pero naiintindihan mo yung consequence na aalis ka. Hindi naman sila magagalit sa'yo o hindi nasasabihin na hindi pwede. Kasi nasa iyo yun kung haalis ka o hindi, kahit hindi pa tapos yung treatment, gusto mo nang umuwi, nasa inyo na yon kasi right mo yon as long as you understand the consequence. For example, may hindi ka nabayaran na bills, hindi ka pwedeng ikulong. Makakauwi ka pero na-arrange yung kung paano mo babayaran yun. Hindi ka naman basta-basta aalis, dapat na-settle muna. Number 10, na karapatan mo bilang pasyente is right to refuse participation in medical research. For example, the patient has the right to be advised if the healthcare provider plans to involve him in medical research, including but not limited to human experimentation, which may be performed only with the written informed consent of the patient. Halimbawa, may medical research, dapat sasabihin sa'yo na kung gusto mong makibahagi doon or hindi, ikaw din yung masusunod. Provided further that an institutional review board or ethical review board in accordance with the guidelines set in the Declaration of Helsinki be established for research involving human experimentation. Provided finally that the Department of Health shall safeguard the continuing training and education of future healthcare provider practitioner to ensure the development of the healthcare delivery in the country. For example, yung may experimentation for the human experimentation, you have the right to refuse that. Number 11, karapatan ng isang pasyente is right to correspondence and to receive visitor. Meaning, kung halimbawa nasa hospital ka, may gustong bumisita sa'yo yung mga pamilya mo, kaibigan, friends, karapatan mo yun na bibisitahin ka. Pero, depende rin sa rules ng hospital kasi may mga hospital talaga na hindi nila inaalaw yung maraming bisita. Isa o dalawa. Kaya, yun din ang titingnan natin. Number 12 na karapatan mo bilang isang pasyente is right to express grievances. For example, hindi ka kontento dun sa treatment na binigay nila or naramdaman mo na unfair yung ginawa, pwede kang magsabi, pwede mong i-express yung hinaing mo. Last na karapatan ng isang pasyente is right to inform of his rights and obligation as patient. For example, every person has the right to be informed of his right and obligation as a patient. The Department of Health, in coordination with healthcare providers, professional and civic groups, the media, health insurance corporations, people's organization, local government organization, shall launch and sustain a nationwide information and education campaign to make known to people their rights as patients, as declared in this act, such as rights and obligation of patient shall be posted in a bulletin board conspicuously placed in a healthcare institution. Meaning, nakikita natin yung mga impormasyon ng mga pasyente. Halimbawa, makikita natin sa billboard, naka-post dun yung karapatan ng isang pasyente. Hindi yun na itatago. Maririnig mo yun na pwede mong marinig sa media, sa TV, sa radio, or kahit saan, open source. Ngayon, na-discuss na natin yung mga karapatan ng isang pasyente. Meron din yung responsibility mo bilang isang pasyente kung halimbawa nasa hospital ka. Meron ka ding responsibility, hindi lang yung karapatan mo, meron ka din namang responsibility sa hospital tulad ng give your healthcare provider as much information as you can about your present health, past illnesses, any allergies, and any other relevant details. Halimbawa, kung merong gamot na allergy ka, sabihin mo muna bago ituloy yung medication mo. Second is follow the prescribed and agreed treatment plan and conscientiously comply with the instruction given. Masunurin naman tayo sa mga prescribed na treatment na ibibigay. Third is show consideration for the rights of other patients and healthcare provider by following the hospital rules concerning the patient conduct. Siyempre, igagalang din natin yung mga ibang kasama nating pasyente, tapos yung mga healthcare provider, yung nag-aalaga sa ating nagbibigay ng treatment. Then, keep any appointment that you make or notify the hospital or clinic as early as possible if you're unable to do so. Should not ask healthcare provider to provide incorrect information, receipt, or certificates. Should not waste medical resources unnecessarily. Yun din yung mga responsibility bilang isang pasyente. Thank you for listening. See you on my next video. Don't forget to subscribe and like my YouTube channel. Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you for listening. Huwag pong kalimutang i-subscribe and like my YouTube channel. Salamat!